All right, welcome back to Scissors and Scrubs on this lovely hot summer evening.
It's very nice.
I'm very excited. I'm Nicole.
I'm Laura.
And since it's a hot summer night, we're going to talk about all the little creepy crawlers that like to come out on nice hot summer nights.
Yeah.
They're really upsetting and disturbing, to be honest with you.
I don't like any of these.
So we were all over the place with what we were doing, and then I dropped one of the people I was doing. So Laura's going to kick it off since she did 3 and I did 2.
Okay. Here we go.
Here it is.
All right. I started with fire ants.
Fire ants. I got a fire ant story.
Is it the same fire ant story I have? Because I think you were there for my fire ant story.
My fire ant story is I love my dad. And Garrett's still in diapers. So he's like 2. Mm-hmm. We're in Florida.
Oof.
I think we're at Legoland in Florida. My dad's in charge of Garrett because I got Cameron doing Legos. I come back. Garrett's naked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
At Legoland.
At Legoland. He is naked. Naked baby. Well, my father had accidentally placed him on top of a fire ant mound, and they crawled up his shorts into his diaper.
Oh, yeah, they go vertical.
So my father immediately, because he was raised as a hillbilly, stripped him naked to get the fire ants off. Garrett, I love him to death, but apparently fire ants don't like him because he was relatively unscathed by this incident. He only had a couple of bites, but it could have been nasty. And, my father's parents lived in Florida, so he was, my father, I love the guy. He's a hillbilly. Mm-hmm. He'd always come back. Like, he'd visit them sometimes. We wouldn't go, covered in fucking fire ants. One night he comes back, and he's got these, bites all over him. And he's scratching them till they bleed and then pouring bleach on his legs because he had chiggers. I don't even know what chiggers are. I don't want to know what chiggers are.
I don't either.
But apparently you kill them when you scratch your shit out of your skin and bleach it.
Oh, gosh.
That's my dad.
Okay. Well, my fire ant story is slightly different, but you were there, I believe.
Was I?
I thought you were. Anyways. So we were at Peaks Island, and we were on top of the fort. So there's a World War I fort on Peaks Island.
2, yeah.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
And you think I would know. I've been there all my life. But on top, it's all vegetation because it makes it
creepy.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Like a camouflage that you can't see it
built into
when you're
the
coming.
Side of the...
Yeah. So we were up on the top, and my friend's son was up there, and we're walking through. And now it's completely overgrown. No one takes care of these forts.
Right.
They're not
they're to be explored.
They're not ones that the state takes care of, so they're overgrown. And all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, there's red ants. There's red ants." And then all of a sudden they're like, "They're crawling up his legs. They're crawling up his legs." And they were fire ants. And they.
Oh, I don't think I was there.
Henry.
Yeah.
And they were all up his legs, and we were rushing them off. But he's screaming and running around like
hurt?
a wild man. Yeah, but you got to get them off of you because they'll just keep going up. We got them off finally, but we had fire ants.
Why do we need ants to do this? What purpose do they serve?
Fire ants? I don't know.
Why do we need that? Why do we need an animal that does that on this earth?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, red imported fire ants aren't supposed to be in the United States.
I was going to say, why are they imported?
They're not. Well, they came over by accident. But these dangerous pests have made themselves at home here. If you are stung by fire ants, you'll probably know it. They swarm onto your skin, and their stings feel like fire.
Yep.
Fire ants range in color from red-brown to black. They're not all red. And grow up to 1/4 inch in length.
Which is pretty long for an ant.
Yeah. They build nests or mounds about 1 foot high, so you can see them.
You know it's coming.
Usually in grassy areas like lawns and pastures. And like I said, on top of the fort, it was all completely overgrown and grass.
I'm surprised
and
they were this far north, though.
On an island.
Yep.
Unlike most anthills, fire ants' nests don't have just one entrance. The ants crawl all over the hill to get into the entrance.
Ants.
Fire ants are very aggressive when their nest is disturbed. If provoked, they swarm on the perceived intruder, anchor themselves by biting to hold the skin stable, and then sting repeatedly, injecting a toxin alkaloid venom
so
called...
they're little assholes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Solinopsin. We refer to this they refer to them doing this as stinging. It's not like they're biting. They call it stinging. Yeah. Fire ants' nests are small cities. They contain as many as 200,000 ants. Inside these very busy colonies, female ants work to maintain the nest structure, and they feed the young. Male drones breed with the queen or queens. And then when the young queens mature in communities with more than one queen, they fly off with a bunch of guys after her and they create
slut.
new nests. Red imported fire ants came to the United States by accident in the 1930s. They thrive in the southern states and now have moved north because they have no predators.
Oh, we gotta fix that shit.
There are fire ants native to the United States, but they're not as dangerous or hard to get rid of as the red imported fire ants.
How did they get here? Does it say?
It doesn't say. I'm assuming just over on
If you're listening to this, please do a book report on how the red imported fire ant got here.
Fire ants can withstand just about any challenge. Researchers at the University of Arkansas found that it would take 2 weeks of temperatures below 10 degrees Fahrenheit to kill an entire colony.
You know what will kill them? Fire.
Fire.
Set that shit on fire. They're not going to survive that.
Just the whole lawn.
The
just
whole
set it on fire.
mound is going up.
Just that fort, done.
It's done. The whole mound's going.
While fire ants kill and eat other insects like regular ants, they have also been known to live on crops and animals.
Ooh.
Fire ants can even form nests on water and float them to dry locations.
They're assholes.
Yeah. You can't kill these things. If fire ants sting you, you'll know.
Yep.
They attack in swarms. It's not like one's going to sting you. They're all going to come and sting you. And they race up vertical surfaces like your legs.
Mm-hmm.
When their nests are destroyed. If you hit their nest, they're coming after you.
Yeah.
And each ant can sting you several times. So if you get 100 ants on you, they can each sting you like 3 or 4 times. So you're getting 400 stings. When you to be like, what were they fire ants that just stung me? You're going to look for groups of swollen red spots that develop a blister on the top. The stings hurt, itch, and they last up to a week. Mm-hmm. Some people have really bad allergic reactions to the stings, and they need to seek immediate medical help. They treat mild stinging reactions by washing the affected area with soapy water and covering it with a bandage. And then you can apply ice to reduce the pain, like on top of the bandage. Topical treatments include over-the-counter steroid creams and antihistamines to reduce the pain and the itch. Texas A&M University did a study, and they said that you can do a home... I am not endorsing this. You can do a home remedy of half bleach, half water, and like wash where the stings are.
Ned will be all behind that.
No, Sam had to do that. He got an infection when he got his cast off, and they were like, put him in a bleach bath. He was like 1.5. And I was like, what? And they're like, just sit him in a bleach bath. I'm like, you want me to put his little bum and his little everything in a little,
his little bum
bleach bath? And they're like, yep, it's fine. I'm like, okay.
His little bum.
He's like,
it always makes me laugh when you say that. My bum.
His little bum. But anyways, or other home remedies include diluted ammonia solution, aloe vera, or astringents like witch hazel to get the sting and the itch out.
I love it.
Again,
witch hazel.
Not endorsing any of these. They can offer some relief, but there's no hard evidence that support like that they will actually treat this. The sting and the bite marks should go away in about a week. Scratching can cause the affected area to become infected, which can make the sting and bite marks last longer. Anyone that can develop an allergy to fire ant stings, like you're not going to know you're allergic to fire ants.
Not unless you're getting annihilated by them.
Although people who have been stung before are at a higher risk. An allergic reaction can be fatal, and signs of a dangerous allergic reaction include sudden difficulty breathing, difficulty swallowing, nausea, and dizziness. And the symptoms develop like really quick after you're bitten.
Getting stung multiple times by one little fucker.
It is very critical to get emergency medical treatment right away. If you have a severe allergy, there are involved long-term treatments, including whole body extract immunotherapy. And they inject you with ant extract and venom in your skin.
All of these things. It's always like they inject you and they inject you.
To help decrease in case you were ever in contact with the fire ant again. And the best way to avoid fire ant stings, stay away from fire ants. Yeah. If you see a nest,
you kind of know where they are.
Don't touch it. Don't be like, oh, I want to knock that over. Don't do it.
It only takes one to get up that leg, and they're all falling.
And there's not one hole. It's not like you can cover it. It's like they're all over the nest. Wear socks and shoes when working and playing outside, doing yard work. And if you're attacked by fire ants, move away from the nest. Brush the ants off with a cloth. Don't use your hands because they're just going to get on your hands. Wear a cloth or gloves to knock them off. And that you can. They're hard to destroy the colonies, but you can. There are some poisonous baits, and you have to apply them regularly, and they might get rid of the fire ants. And the most common one of those is a pesticide called pyrethyrene. And you should use it during the fall. It's the best time
to get rid
to
of
kill them. They're less active. And there are professional pest control companies that deal with fire ants. You can call them to come in. Dousing a fire ant hill with boiling water can also be effective for killing ants, but it is also likely to cause the survivors to attack. So if you dump a thing of scalding hot boiling water
Whatever.
onto the
There's
ant hill,
200,000. You're not killing
the other
them
ones
all.
are coming up your leg. So make sure you have protective
Right.
stuff. You're taped. There's no way that they can actually get at your skin.
Well, they're little assholes.
Yeah.
Well, currently, Laura, one of our friends, is in Arizona.
Oh, yes.
I went out to visit her in Arizona. And everywhere I went, she'd be like, be careful of this, be careful of that. I don't know why anybody lives in Arizona. She sent me a video today of a 6-foot snake in her backyard. It's a good snake. It eats rodents. I'm like, no snake is a good snake. I don't want that thing in my backyard. No. Thank you very much. So one of the things that she has told me to be careful of when I'm out there, and has always fascinated me my whole life, is a Gila monster.
Because it's called a monster.
Yes, but he's really not a monster. And he really wants to be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
The only time anybody's been bitten is when they try to handle one.
Why would you handle one?
Because you're an idiot. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
I'm not touching him.
So it is very rare to encounter them because they want to be left alone.
Oh, nice.
All right? Mm-hmm. I would like to say they're more poisonous than venomous because they're not actively seeking people out.
Mm-hmm.
But when you fuck with him, he's going to fuck back. Mm-hmm. He is a venomous lizard found in the deserts of North America, like the I can never pronounce this, Saguaro National Park, which has saguaro is the name of the cactus that you see in like Bugs Bunny and on Route 1. It is one of 2 venomous lizards in the U.S. It is the largest.
There's only 2 venomous lizards in the U.S.?
No.
Wow.
It is the largest lizard in the U.S. It grows up to 22 inches long, and it can weigh up to 11 pounds.
22 feet.
No, 22 inches long. No, that's a kimono dragon.
I was like, we're living with dinosaurs.
Yeah. And it can weigh up to about a pound. It's covered
they're little.
They're not that big. Yeah.
All right.
But they are vicious.
No, I mean, I still don't want to see one.
It's covered in bead-like scales. They have long toes and sharp claws.
Ew.
Their color pattern is black with pink, orange with sand, and yellow bands. Mike just showed Laura the picture of what they look like.
No.
Because they are nasty little creatures, not many predators go for them.
Good.
The venom is potent and painful. It is seldom fatal. The deaths are usually in combination with you've been drinking, you're on drugs, because it's the only time you're going to pick up a Gila monster, because everybody knows you don't touch these
I would
bastards.
not touch that. I would burn my house down before I touch that thing.
Or you have health complications. There was a video of this house. There's a Gila monster in the driveway, and they're trying to put a garbage can over it because they're terrified. And this thing's moving the garbage can around the yard. It's pretty funny. Okay. It can be very fatal to young children or sick people who are at high risk. So, they have venom glands in their lower jaws. And it mixes with their saliva. And it gets pulled into the wound along their grooved teeth. So their teeth are like little saw blades. The longer the lizard hangs on or chews, the greater the amount of venom. And they have a reputation of, quote, hanging on like a bulldog.
So they just clamp onto you, and that's it. It's on your leg.
To get them to release, Laura,
I'm not
you
touching
need to
it.
insert a knife blade, credit card, or a stick between his teeth and your skin. Because once he is in there, he ain't letting go. Because now he's pissed. All right? He's minding his own business. He's under a rock. He wants to be left alone. You're drunk. You come over. You pick him up. He's going to bite. And he's going to hold on just to piss you off now.
I wouldn't touch it, so I would die with this thing on me.
As I wrote, most bites occur to morons who want to handle the lizard. Oh. They are a protected species because they're endangered.
Well, I mean, do we need them?
Well, I think they eat a lot of shit. A lot of shit we don't want to eat. You know? So bite and treatment. I got this from the Arizona Poison Control because they're really only in Arizona. Before being bit, you get a warning. So he's going to hiss. And he's going to back away from you.
I don't even like if a cat hisses.
I know. Or a snake.
Oh.
But he's going to hiss at you.
So
and you can back away.
Like,
you know
right,
he's not happy. Yeah. Leave him alone. And if you persist, they're going to bite quick. You're not even going to see it coming. When it bites, it chews. And it holds on. And he won't release until he is forced to.
It's like a fat little lizard. It's disgusting.
The threat is gone. If he feels he's no longer in threat.
If I'm screaming for my life.
I will let you know what to do so he doesn't feel a threat anymore.
Okay.
But first, we're going to tell you what happens when you get bit. You're going to have swelling, intense burning pain, shocker, vomiting, dizziness, weakness, a rapid heart rate, and a low blood pressure.
Jeez.
Yes. So if you are a dumbass who has maybe had a couple of high noons and you decide he's adorbs with his bead-like scales, I'm going to pick him up, and now he's hissed at me and he's backed away, but I'm still going to pick him up and he bites me, remain calm. Yeah, that's going to happen. Remain calm. Because I'm going to be flinging
I'm telling you, if this thing is attached to me, I'm dead.
Yep.
There's not a chance.
Remain calm. Get the lizard to ground where it feels safe. So he's bitten your hand, lay his body on the ground so he'll let go.
It's up in the air. I'm telling you now, it's up in the air. Waving.
Sister, I get you. All right?
Oh, my God.
If he doesn't do that, you have to pry his jar open with a knife blade, credit card, or a stick.
Someone better be with me that knows this.
All right. You immobilize the bitten limb below the heart so it does not rush the venom to your heart.
No, see, I'm dead. Immediately. It's above my head. I'm telling you.
You have to get medical treatment immediately.
Wow.
Do not apply ice or a tourniquet.
Okay.
Bitten pets need to go to the vet immediately.
Nice.
Treatment for a Gila monster bite. Clean the wound. Look for teeth that might be left behind, because what will you get, Laura?
Tetanus.
Yeah. A compress to stop the bleeding. The hospital.
The bleeding?
Well, he's got razor-sharp teeth. He's ripped open your skin.
I know, but I mean, like...
They're nasty little fuckers. The hospital will provide pain management, a tetanus shot, fluid and support, antibiotics.
I'm going to need psych support.
And
I'm going to need a psychiatrist.
There is no anti-venom for a Gila monster bite. So I do have a story of an asshole that grabbed a Gila monster.
There's not a chance.
I hear you. Colorado man dies from venomous Gila monster bite.
I would die if it bit
Autopsy confirms. Well, no, you wouldn't, because you're not a sick dumbass.
But if it somehow clinged on to me,
you would be anaphylactic to them, because you're anaphylactic to everything.
I would die.
So this came right from the New York Times. An autopsy report revealed that a pet Gila monster, why you have one as a pet, I don't know. His venomous bite contributed to a Colorado man's death in February in what an expert described as an incredibly rare fatality caused by one of the desert lizards. The man, Christopher Wood, 34,
come on, dude,
died on February 16th due to complications of a Gila monster envenomization, said the Jefferson County Coroner Office autopsy report, which also cited heart and liver problems as contributing factors. I'm going to go with these in alcoholic. Yeah. Mr. Ward endured a 4-minute-long bite by the lizard to his right hand on the night of February 12th.
4 minutes?
4 minutes.
I would have died of a panic attack.
He lapsed in and out of consciousness for about 2 hours before seeking medical attention. Paramedics found Mr. Ward in a bed, minimally responsive, and in apparent severe distress, the report said. He was taken to a hospital where he was put on life support and continued to decline throughout his hospitalization. His girlfriend, who was present the night of the bite and who called 911, 2 hours later...
He has a girlfriend?
Yeah. Told the authorities in Lakewood, a suburb of Denver, that she was in another room when he was bitten and did not know what caused the lizard to strike.
You would know, because I'd be screaming.
Because you know he was up there going, oh, who's your good girl? Who's your good old lady? And fucking bit him. She said she heard him saying something, and it didn't sound right, according to the animal control officer's report. When she entered the room, she found the lizard latched onto Mr. Ward. Kevin Terragrossa, the curator of herpetology at the Bronx Zoo, said that it's rare to be bitten by a Gila monster, and that it is also incredibly rare to die from one. Well, not that rare. This is certainly the first one I have first-hand knowledge of in my career, he said on Saturday. Wow. The Gila monster bitten Mr. Ward's hands for 4 minutes was not surprising, because that's what they do, Mr. Terragrossa said. They bite, they hold on, and they chew. That's how they deliver their venom.
I don't like that they're chewing.
Yes, I know, it's disgusting.
Like, if they just, I mean, not that I would like if you bit and held on.
But
but now
actively, well, he has to get everything he has developed over his lifetime into your skin. All right, so they bite, they hold on, they chew, and that's how they deliver their venom, he said, adding that the venom is very painful. The lizards are not active hunters for the most part, and their venom is mainly used for defense. Unlike snakes, which inject their venom with fangs that are similar to hypodermic needles, Gila monsters have grooves or channels in their teeth, so when they bite, they hold on. The whole point is to get whatever's messing with them to leave. Well, you can't leave if you're fucking holding on.
Like don't they know that?
Clearly not. They're not very smart. Mr. Ward's girlfriend told the authorities that the lizard that bit Mr. Ward was named Winston. I think that's my favorite part of the whole story, is that the lizard.
Is it after like Churchill?
Maybe. Well, he was kind of a bulldog.
Cigarettes.
He was known for being a bulldog.
He was.
And it was purchased at a reptile exhibition in Denver in October. So the guys had it for like 4 months and it killed them. Well, that's what you get for getting a poisonous animal. There was also, Laura, another Gila monster in the house, but his name was Potato. And
Potato's not doing shit.
He's little. He was purchased in November. The authorities told Mr. Ward's girlfriend that it was illegal to keep Gila monsters in Lakewood, and both lizards were taken to a zoo in South Dakota.
They're at a zoo. It's at a zoo?
You're in Denver living your best life, and you end up in a zoo in South Dakota.
Well, he killed a guy. I mean,
but it's cold.
It's like
so it's like life. It's like he got life. But
life.
What did Potato do?
Potato didn't do shit.
Potato's minding his own business. And Potato got the life sentence
but you know
with
what?
fucking
you hang
Winston.
Around with bad people.
Oh, you are what you keep. Officials also removed 26 spiders of different species.
See?
This guy's a moron. Yep, moron.
And she is. Why are you living there?
You have to be messing with them to get bit, Mr. Tagrosa said. One is not going to run out of the bushes and bite you. They want to be left alone. The lizards have short legs and stocky bodies, kind of like me. So they don't quickly scurry about. Instead, they meander and lumber like a tortoise would. But they can strike quickly.
That's what's weird. They look fat.
Well, but they're fast, like an alligator. They have an eye-catching color pattern that comes in varying shades of orange, red, pink, and yellow that breaks up their body contour and helps them to camouflage. Laura, the Bronx Zoo has 3 Gila monsters on exhibit at its reptile house, and tools are used to move them when it's time to clean their space. We're not reaching into the enclosures where the animals are, and a lot of times that's where the incidents occur.
Wow.
So a lot of times people think, especially with the Gila monster, that they're pretty slow and laid back, so they're just not paying attention while they're working, and then Winston bites.
No.
That's all I got to say about that.
I'm never touching a Gila monster.
So if you see a Gila monster meandering around in the saguaro desert, just stay away from it.
And if you are being bit by one, you see me in the vicinity, don't call and ask me for help. I'm not
And if you
helping.
have 2 Gila monsters, don't let the other one get a life sentence. It's not fair.
That's not right to Potato.
Not right.
Poor Potato.
Poor Potato. He's suffering away out there in South Dakota. It's awful. All right, talk to me, Goose. What you got next?
I have venomous spiders in Massachusetts.
I hate spiders so much.
I don't actually mind spiders.
I don't mind snakes. I mind spiders.
Oh, no. It's not like I'm like, ooh, I want spiders in my house. But like if I see a spider, I'm like, I kill it and I'm done. Like I don't care.
Little ones, but like in Hawaii, the cane spiders paralyzed me. They look like tarantulas.
I was bit by a spider in my hand one time.
Oh, Laura, what hasn't happened to you?
And we were at Frank Davis Resort in Connecticut, and we were paddle boating. And a spider crawled up on my hand. I was like, oh my gosh, there's like a spider on my hand. Like it was like,
you know what I wouldn't be doing? Oh my gosh, there's a spider.
Because I'm not afraid of spiders.
Lake.
Like I'm like, oh, it's a spider. Like I'll just kill it. Yeah. And this thing came down from the middle of its body,
Laura,
right into my hand.
Goosebumps up my arms.
Nothing happened. No
That's
hives.
Disgusting.
Nothing.
No, I'm
little
good.
like a little needle came down from the middle of its body. It was the weirdest thing.
He didn't like you.
No.
He tried to kill you.
So there's 2 venomous spiders in Massachusetts.
Brown recluse.
No. Black widow.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Their identifying characteristics. The females are 6 to 19 millimeters long.
Nope.
They're shiny black with a distinctive red hourglass shaped mark. So you should be able to recognize the spider.
After he's bitten me?
When you see it. I don't. Who's looking this closely at these spiders?
Well, he's pretty fucking big. Or she's pretty big.
All right. Well, and it has a row of red spots. Is sometimes visible above the hourglass.
I'm not looking that closely to see a row of red spots. I can see the hourglass.
Males are half the size of females.
Are they
They're
as deadly?
tiny little things. I don't know. Bristles. There's bristles on their hind legs, which they use to cover their prey with silk once it's been trapped.
Would I be covered in silk? Would I be like cocooned, like a bad movie?
I don't think so. I think it's probably like a ant would be. Black widows are the most venomous spiders in Massachusetts.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. In addition, they are probably the most popular and recognizable spiders in the world.
I think daddy long legs are a lot more recognizable.
Apparently not. Almost everyone can recognize the red-shaped hourglass mark that appears on the females. I would have no idea. I would have zero.
If she's completely black and has a red spot, it's a black widow.
I wouldn't know that.
You would.
I literally, it could be on my hand. I'd be like, oh, this one has a red
Look how
dot
cute
on it.
That one is. It just injected
It has
me.
red. Oh, there's a needle coming down from it.
And I'm fine.
Even though they have highly toxic venom, 15 times stronger than a rattlesnake,
Ooh.
they are not aggressive. Black widows only bite when in danger or if their web is disturbed. They rarely bite humans. So their venom is more toxic than a rattlesnake, but they don't usually attack. But if you're one of the few unlucky people who are bitten, you should go to the hospital immediately. The venom is dangerous and it affects your nervous system. Typically, a spider bite looks like any other bug bite, a red, inflamed, sometimes itchy or painful bump on your skin, and you might not even notice that you have it. Harmless spider bites usually don't produce any other symptoms. Many skin sores look the same but have other causes, such as a bacterial infection. Bites from some spiders, such as widow spiders and recluse spiders, might cause serious signs and symptoms. The signs and symptoms of a widow spider bite can include redness, pain, and swelling. It might be around the bite is red and swollen, and that can spread to your abdomen, back, or chest.
Ooh.
You might have cramping. You
That's
might
'cause
have
you're dying.
severe abdominal rigidity or cramping, which is sometimes mistaken for appendicitis or ruptured
tetanus.
appendix. Or tetanus now.
Tetanus.
I feel like nausea, vomiting, tremors, or sweating. You might
Sounds like a
experience
good time.
all of these alone or in combination.
Okay.
And the symptoms can last 1 to 3 days.
Oh.
Deaths to healthy adults are very rare, but the neurotoxic venom can be fatal to small children if left untreated.
And the old people. You got to add them.
Obviously old.
They're like small children.
Only adult females have chelicera, which are the mouth parts, long enough to deliver the venom, as males are too small to pierce our skin. So
Just
only the
saying.
women can
Just
bite
saying,
us.
the women are badasses.
Mhm. The best places to look for these venomous spiders in Massachusetts
Behind your
include
headboard.
overhanging ledges, wood piles, underneath benches or stones, near entrances to abandoned rodent burrows. Why would you?
Because people are stupid.
Or around outbuildings. Inside your home, they can be found in dimly lit locations such as dark corners, closets, and other cluttered areas. This is why you shouldn't have clutter in your house. They don't like moisture and prefer dry areas. So we're good here because this is like a sweat box. Black widows have a bizarre mating ritual. It begins with the male coming to the female's web and destroying it.
Oh, that little bastard. No wonder why she kills him.
This reduces the female's pheromones and makes the web less attractive to other males. So the woman's like...
This is what my husband does. He comes in and destroys my home so nobody else will want it.
That's what they do to our bodies.
Yes,
when we have kids.
yes, 100%.
And they're like,
nobody
no one's
else
gonna want
wants
you
you.
now. I stuck with me.
No, I just have to kill them.
Yeah. The females do not seem to mind the destruction of their property, and it actually seems to make them more receptive to the male. It's because it's like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah, he's all I got left.
Even so, sometimes the female kills and eats the male after mating.
As she should.
This gruesome behavior is what gave these poisonous spiders their names. And the second venomous spider in Massachusetts is the black-footed yellow sac spider.
I've never heard of this. It's
Yeah.
probably been living in my house every spring because I have some kind of sac spider in my house.
I can't say the name of I can't say the actual name of it.
Do you have a picture of him? Is he big?
Not on me physically, but no. So the identifying characteristics, they're pale yellow beige color with dark brown markings on its palps, jaws, and the ends of its feet.
I'm not looking for that.
Who's looking this closely at the
I don't
spiders? An orange-brown stripe often runs down the top center of its abdomen. Are you
know who'd
turning it
look at
over,
this?
looking at its belly?
Mike would look at this. You'd look at
Oh,
the spider.
Laura, that spider had an orange line down its abdomen.
He would know.
That must be the black-footed yellow sac spider. And then I'm going to wake up in the morning and he's going to be sitting on my bed waiting to tell me about the black-footed yellow sac spider.
Yes, he is. With pictures.
It's also known as the American yellow sac spider.
I used to see these all the time when I was a kid.
I was going to say, I have that in my house literally
I've
every
never seen
spring.
that in my life.
And I suck them up in the vacuum cleaner.
Well, they are venomous and they are capable of biting
In
humans.
fact, you want to know why I have cats? I'll tell you why. I'm sleeping one morning, kind of waking up. My gray cat's at the end of the bed. May he rest in peace. And he's eyeballing, and I'm like, is he going to attack me? What the fuck is he doing? He flies onto my chest, grabs a spider out of midair, It was the yellow sac black-footed
He saved you from
striped
being,
spider.
having a venomous
He
bite.
caught it midair, ate it.
Ew.
And I was like, you just saved my life, Hugo.
He might have.
He did.
Their bite begins with a bit of pain, followed by itching and swelling. Symptoms from the bite typically are gone within 7 to 10 days.
So how are they deadly?
On the bright side, yellow sac spiders rarely bite. They're not deadly, they're venomous.
Oh.
The severity of one of their bites is not nearly as bad as the black widow. A study of 20 confirmed yellow sac spider bites found that none resulted in necrosis.
Well, that's
Lucky
good.
us. Yeah,
Well, that's
none of
good.
the tissue that they bit died. Instead, it seems like most bites just cause swelling and localized pain. These spiders are most often found in Massachusetts on the foliage of trees and shrubs, but it's not out of the question to find one in your house or other
I've had these
structures.
bastards in my house for 20 years.
It's pretty uncommon, it says, to actually see a yellow sac spider unless you're actively searching for one.
They're always in like the corners of the ceiling.
The reason is they are nocturnal and only come out to feed at night. Only come out to feed and mate at night.
They're weird.
Mm-hmm. They're creepy and they're yellow. Lastly, in 2011, the black-footed yellow sac spiders caused quite a big problem for Mazda, the car company. It had to recall 65,000 Mazda 6 vehicles after discovering that webs from this species were clogging the fuel system ventilation tubes.
Oh my God.
It seems that the spiders were attracted to the smell of the gasoline, but it's very unclear why only this particular
Only
model
Mazda.
was affected. In the Mazda 6.
Well, if the spider doesn't like it, it's not time to go to the Mazdas. Stay away from my Mazda.
That's true. But if you are bitten in Massachusetts and think it is a spider, you need to go to the hospital because you can have a severe allergic reaction.
I thought the brown recluse was worse than this yellow sac bastard.
They're not around here, apparently.
Oh, I thought they were.
I don't know.
All right.
So it says.
Am I moving on?
Yeah, and I got that from birdwatchinghq.com. He doesn't even listen.
He's listening. He caught that. Well, Laura, I'm moving on to another animal that I've always been terrified of for absolutely no reason because they're clearly not in Revere. But I still am terrified of them. That would be rattlesnakes. I got my information from National Wildlife Federation. Rattlesnakes are found in almost every part of the continental United States.
Except Revere?
Except Revere.
Oh.
Because, we don't have forests, grassland, swamps, or deserts in Revere. We just have cement.
Yeah.
They can swim. Did you know they can swim?
I don't like when there's snakes in the water.
No.
I
Because like cottonmouths and water moccasins and
like there's just a snake in the water.
No.
I'm glad rattlesnakes can't swim.
They are cold-blooded with large body and a triangle head. They do swim.
Oh, I thought you said
No, they swim. Rattlesnakes can fucking swim.
Now I have to worry about rattlesnakes in the water. Mike's never going in the water again.
I know. Between sharks and snakes.
Are they saltwater?
It doesn't. No, I don't think I've ever seen one basking at Revere Beach.
See,
Or
then
at
Revere
Beach.
would have them.
Yeah, no. I think they're more of a pond or a lake kind of person.
I wouldn't go in there.
The rattle is composed of a series of interlocking scales, which get bigger every time the snake molts.
Ew.
The muscle contractions cause the scales to and cause a rattle.
Oh.
And they can range from 1 foot to 8 feet. That's a big fucking snake.
8
8 feet long. Yes.
The twins are 6'7", and they seem like a
rattlesnake
mile
is
long,
bigger.
and it would be over a foot bigger.
A good. I've been living a long time. Rattlesnake. Good old geezer. He's
Like literally, picture my nephew laying down, and then another 1.5 feet.
How tall are the ceilings in your house?
Not that tall.
They're not 8 feet ceilings?
Maybe.
Right. A snake that long. Okay. When cold, they congregate in a den and they form a swarming ball
No.
to keep warm. And I literally drew a vomit face next to that.
Like
they're all in a big ball trying to keep warm. Yep.
Gosh.
They are pit vipers, meaning they have heat-seeking pits at their eyes, allowing them to see prey in the dark. So they will have an accurate...
That's what pit viper means?
That's what... I didn't know that either, but they have pits. So...
I have pits.
They will be... I have sweaty pits. They will be able to strike in the pitch black accurately because they can see the heat of their prey.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. They live on rodents, insects, and other reptiles and only need to eat one time every 2 weeks. They can only strike from a coiled position. So if he's stretched out swimming, he can't get to you.
Oh, good. So if they're in the water, we're good.
We're good because he's stretched out. He has to be in a coiled position to attack. They don't seek out humans, but you might stumble upon him in his den coiled up, and then he's going to wreak havoc on your body. Mm-hmm. And he is going to bite you. The rattlesnake bites on average are not, they are an emergency, and they are fatal if you leave them alone. You have to go and seek medical treatment, and you have to seek help within 30 minutes.
Oh.
If left untreated, it can lead to organ failure and death in 2 to 3 days.
So if you're out hiking.
We're going to tell a story, Laura.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about this. Okay?
Mm-hmm. 30 minutes is awfully quick.
Yep. And we're going to talk about this when it took an hour and a half. And that was as quick as they could get. And it's amazing they even got there that quick. A rattlesnake venom is mainly made of hemotoxic elements.
Oh, no.
If bitten, you'll experience some pain and burning where bitten, swelling, bruising, or discoloration at the site, numbness in your face or limbs, lightheadedness, weakness, nausea, vomiting, sweating, salivating, blurred vision, and difficulty breathing. First and foremost, get away from the snake because he can bite you again. Try to remember the size and color. You think I'm going to remember the size and color?
Again.
When I'm shitting
dead.
myself?
I'm already
literally?
Dead.
Yeah. Seek medical attention immediately. Don't raise affected area above the heart. So lay down.
Again. I'm dead. I'm just dying.
Stay as still as possible. Remove any clothing or jewelry before you swell. Let the wound bleed. Do not try to suck out the venom.
Ew.
Don't wash it. Venom may be left behind and the doctor can use it to see what venom he needs to give you. Place a clean bandage on it. Remain calm. If you start to experience signs of shock, lie on your back and raise your feet. But if you're bit in the leg, you should put it higher than your heart. Don't cut the wound. Some people have said put 2 X's on it.
Yeah.
Don't suck out the venom because then you have now ingested the venom. Don't use a tourniquet or apply ice. And symptoms are immediate. To treat, you treat the symptoms with pain meds and antivenom. Most people fully recover. Some have lost intestines or gone into kidney failure because of the restricted blood flow.
I was going to say because it's a hemat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had printed out a story I was going to read tonight, but I decided to change my mind because I actually read a story that was super long, which is why I didn't print it out. But the story was insane. Okay. So this guy is hiking through the woods. Now, he's one of these people where he and his wife had a baby. So this baby's only 5 weeks old. And they're going to take it to see Yellowstone. This kid doesn't even know if it's light or night. But we're going to go...
It literally doesn't know when to sleep.
So they have traveled in a camper around the country while they're all both on maternity leave with this 5-week-old. Mm-hmm. And they do go on to say how the kid was colicky and they weren't sleeping and blah, 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 blah. So they're ending the trip in Yellowstone. They're hiking. It's the mother and the 5-week-old, 6-week-old, whatever it is at this point. The father, his parents, his brother. His brother, and his parents are these weird people that do nothing but hike in the wilderness forever. They do these long, they were like 3-year-olds carrying these huge packs.
Those weird
they're
backpacks.
intense hikers. Okay, so it's not unusual for him to be out in the middle of Yellowstone, and they are off trail hiking.
No, you stay on the trail.
No. So the trail they're on, they do think you could get to by car, but they don't realize there's been fires which have blocked the road. Mm. So doiky, he's hiking. Look at how beautiful it is. Isn't this great? Our little baby's going to love it. Here comes a rattlesnake, hits him. He barely even feels it. He immediately passes out. He wakes up. He is vomiting and actively shitting himself. Mm. It's coming out both ends immediately. Okay? And he's sweating and he cannot stop throwing up. Now, his mother, God bless, who hiked with him, is an ER nurse of 30 years experience.
Oh, my goodness.
So his brother immediately starts heading off for help. But it's going to take him a while to get, it's like 3 miles away. He doesn't even have cell phone reception where they're at. So he takes off to go get help. He is immediately bruising, swelling. They're taking his clothes off. He can't stop vomiting. He's sweating. He's passing out. He says to the wife and the baby, I'm going to die in front of them. I don't want you or the baby to see me die. Mm-hmm. Please leave. And he makes her, and so she starts hiking in the direction that the brother went. And he is just a mess. The mother, they've taken his clothes off. He's evacuating from every orifice and he can't stop. The brother hikes out. This is, and they said he did the fastest hike ever because he gets help, calls. The ambulances try to get there. They have to leave the truck, get their equipment. They make it to him, but now they're still calling in medevac.
Yeah.
But they can't find him yet. So they get to to him. They start an IV. They start giving him medicines, but they don't carry antitoxins or antivenoms because they're so expensive.
Oh, I was like, you think they'd have like
no,
a stick
it's
of it.
so expensive to make these things because they're made from animals. So what you do is you inject a horse with the antivenom or with the venom, and he creates antibodies, and that's what you're giving people.
Yeah.
So even the hospitals don't carry them because you're talking $50,000 for antivenom. So they're not carrying this shit.
Yeah.
So they're treating the symptoms, and he starts to feel a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, they give him a little volume.
He gets stung by a bee. He's anaphylactic to bees.
No, so.
I was like, what are the fucking chances? I think his body was so fucked up from the rattlesnake bite, he doesn't react to the bee bite.
Yeah, it's like, I can't deal with
I got
that
other
right now.
shit I'm dealing with right now, all right? I got to stop him from shitting himself. So they finally bring in medevac. They get him to an emergency room. They administer an antitoxin, and he actually, now he's got like PTSD. He's having a hard time hiking because of this
I
experience.
would never hike again.
Oh, he went back to the
Concrete
spot.
jungle for me.
They actually went back to the spot and started looking in all the nooks and crannies to see if they could find a snake den. That's how weird they are. But he's hooked up with this guy who works at a university. All he does is study snake bites. And of course, everybody's like, you had the worst snake bite ever. So one of the myths is that the adolescent snakes have more venom than the adult snakes. And this guy's like, absolutely not. The adults, when attacked, will inject more venom than if they were attacking a rodent. And the babies just can't produce that kind of antivenom. Venom, excuse me. So he's in this guy's classroom and they bring out like an 8-foot fucking rattler. And he's got this fake...
A live one?
Yep, because they got a fake hand. They want to see how much venom he's going to put out when attacked. So they're literally antagonizing the snake and whoop, he hits the hand. And they're like, he takes out like a quarter of a teaspoon of venom, which could kill 150 rodents or 500 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So they're like, that's what you got hit with. And so then he went back to the site, blah, blah, blah. But basically the point is rattlesnakes are no joke.
No.
And you don't seek help, you will die from a rattlesnake bite. They are nasty little bastards.
Even if I don't die, I don't want to be shitting myself.
No, and vomiting.
Immediately in the middle
They're like,
of
well,
the woods.
the reason he had such an extreme reaction is it hit a vein when it bit him.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So the toxin went right to his
Immediately,
heart. Right to his heart. They said another guy had hit him in his like staph in his vein. He died. That's because it just went right to his heart and killed him. He died almost instantaneously.
Wow.
So, that would be my luck. It would hit my aorta somehow. Yeah, he's in my head. He's like the Gila monster. He's not letting go. What you got to finish off this lovely episode
We
with?
really should have finished with that one. I have scorpion stings.
Oh, when Garrett was in Costa Rica, he calls me one night and he's like, so I was moving the curtains and a scorpion fell on my bed. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, a scorpion. I'm like, so what did you do? He's like, well, they zipped up my luggage in my bag and I left the room. I was like, good for you, buddy.
That is a Garrett.
Yeah.
That is also exactly what I would
Yeah.
do. I might have left my luggage.
And I
like,
left
I'll
the room.
just
Well, he
wear
was
these.
smart enough to close his shit up so it didn't crawl in it.
Yeah. I'm a Scorpio, so this is fitting. Scorpion stings are painful, but rarely life-threatening. Healthy adults usually don't need treatment for scorpion stings. So if I got stung by a scorpion, I probably wouldn't even need treatment.
Nice.
Young children and older adults are most at risk of serious
Always,
complications.
of everything.
Always. Scorpions are arthropods, which is a relative of insect spiders and crustaceans. Bark scorpions, the only scorpion species in the U.S. with venom strong enough to cause serious symptoms, are generally about 1.6 to 3 inches long. So they're tiny. Including a segmented tail. That's like with the tail.
That tail.
Yeah.
Boom.
With the stinger that can deliver venom. They're found mainly in the desert southwest. So again, Arizona.
Yeah. Another reason not to live there.
Worldwide, there are more than 2,000 species of scorpions.
Wow.
About 100 produce venom serious enough to be fatal. Scorpions have 8 legs
Ugh.
and a pair of lobster-like pinches and a tail that curves up. They're generally more active at night. They usually won't sting unless provoked or attacked. Most stings occur when they're accidentally grabbed or stepped on or brushed against by... So if you didn't know it was on the bed and you sat down and brushed against it,
You know
that's
where
when
they like to hide in shoes?
Ew.
They like to hide in shoes.
Well, then you're going to accidentally step on
Put
it.
your foot in it.
Yeah.
Boom. He hits you.
So if it does sting you, symptoms are pain, which can be intense, numbness and tingling, slight swelling, and warmth at the sting site. Symptoms from the venom that affect the whole body, especially children who are stung, include a hard time breathing, muscle twitching or thrashing, unusual head, neck, and eye movements, which would be so creepy to watch, drooling, sweating, slurred speech, nausea and vomiting, high blood pressure, fast heart rate, and being restless or excitable, or like kids that won't stop crying, like they can't be comforted. As with other stinging insects, such as bees and wasps, it is possible for people who have been stung by scorpions to before to have allergic reactions if stung again.
Put a scorpion on the same level
It's
as
the same
a wasp.
thing. Yeah.
You know?
Reactions to these later stings are sometimes serious enough to cause life-threatening anaphylaxis. Symptoms in these cases are like those of any anaphylaxis caused by like a bee or anything, including hives, trouble breathing, nausea, and vomiting. If a child is stung by a scorpion, you need to call the
Poison control.
poison control. And to reach the poison control in the U.S., you call poison help at 800-222-1222. Yep. Also seek medical care if you've been stung and begin to have a hard time breathing or other symptoms that continue for more than a week. So if you're having pain at the site, but it's continuing for more than a week, go see the doctor.
I'm not a fan of scorpions, not gonna lie. Centipedes.
Ew, yeah. A scorpion sting is caused by the stinger in a scorpion's tail. When a scorpion stings, its stinger releases venom. The venom contains a complex mix of toxins that affect the nervous system called neurotoxins.
Neurotoxins.
You're at risk if you live or travel where scorpions are. In the U.S., scorpions mainly live in the desert, Southwest, primarily Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of California. Worldwide, they're found most often in Mexico, North Africa, South America, the Middle East, and India. You might bring them home with you.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's because scorpions hide in clothing, luggage, and shipping containers.
Assholes.
Or you're at risk if you work, hike, or camp where scorpions are. Bark scorpions live under rocks and logs. They also live under tree bark, like just literally on the trees,
the name bark.
which is how they get their name. You're more likely to come into contact with one when you're outside working, camping, hiking. The very old and the very young, again, are most likely to die of untreated venomous scorpion stings. The cause is usually heart or lung failure that occurs some hours after the sting. Very few deaths from scorpion stings have been reported in the U.S. It is very, like, I always feel like,
It's all
if
the
you
time.
get stung by a scorpion,
You're gonna die.
you're going to die.
You're
but
gonna
it's
die.
very, very rare. They can cause, though, anaphylaxis. To prevent it, scorpions avoid contact, just like the Gila monsters. If you live in an area where they're common, remove piles of rocks or lumber from around your house. Don't store firewood against the house or inside because that's where they like to live. Keep grass closely mowed. Prune bushes and overhanging tree branches because they can provide a path to your roof and then they can get inside your house. Caulk the cracks. Install
I hate saying that word.
weather stripping around the doors and windows and repair torn screen. Just keep them out of your house. And inspect and shake out gardening gloves, clothing, boots
shoes
that you haven't used in a while because that's where they can hide. And take steps when you're traveling, when you're in areas where deadly scorpions are common, especially if you're camping or staying in rustic accommodations. Wear shoes. Don't take your shoes off. Also, shake out your clothing, bedding, and gear and packages all the time. Scorpions glow under a black light. So you might want to use it at night.
Don't go at a rave. Oons. They're all out there.
But if you go into your tent at night,
you'll see them.
You can take out a black light and look for them because they will glow.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and if you find a scorpion, use tongs
to get them out of there.
To move it away from people. They are not going to attack you out of the blue.
Yeah.
But I always thought scorpion bites are
deadly.
Yeah. Apparently they're not really.
Well, that's because we grew up in the city.
Yeah. And we thought everything was deadly. Anything that's not on concrete is
If it isn't a mosquito, it's deadly.
Yeah.
And they're deadly too.
Yeah, I was going to say, and mosquitoes are too.
All right, so don't provoke any of these little animals.
Just stay away from fucking
animals. They really
animals.
just want to, you know what, don't even go hiking. Just don't do it.
There's no reason to go hiking. Hiking is pretty much walking. You can walk on the concrete sidewalks in the city.
Cement jungle, it's just safer.
Yep, that's where I like to live.
So enjoy. Seek medical attention if you've been bitten by any of these animals because they're nasty.
Don't think it's funny to stomp on an anthill.
Yes, and don't keep these things in your home as pets. That's stupid.
They're not pets.
All right, we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Like, subscribe, rate, and review the Scissors and Scrubs podcast on whatever podcast app you listen to us on. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Scissors and Scrubs. And email us any of your stories or thoughts to scissorsandscrubs@gmail.com.